So, Marc, welcome. This is a man who needs no introduction. For those of you who may not know, Marc is my husband. He's my best friend, and he's also my partner, both personally and professionally. So, thank you for joining us, Marc.
All right. It's good to be here, starting off the week. Mm-hmm. The sun is shining in San Diego. It's about 72 degrees. Palm trees seem to be swaying a little more than usual, so I think it's going to be a good summer.
I think it is. I think it is too. So you know, we always joke that Marc is the shy one and I'm the more talkative one. But the truth is, actually, I think that actually you are more talkative than I am, especially when you start talking about your two great loves, which is scavenger hunts and San Diego. So, as many of you know, Marc and I run two companies, Where You Want to Be and Out of the Ordinary, which we love. Where You Want to Be, we started in 2003, and then in 2015, we acquired Out of the Ordinary. And this is a big year, right? Because we are now celebrating, Out of the Ordinary is celebrating 25 years in business. Wow. What do you think about that?
I think Carrie Ellwood started things. She threw down the first tiki torch of fun in 1996, and it's been fun kind of taking that baton and running with it. And 25 years, that's just an extraordinary thing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, I'm glad you gave a shout out to Carrie. She has been amazing. And the truth is that she still stays connected to us even to this day. Anytime we need advice or guidance, she is always there. So we're definitely very thankful to her. So it has been an interesting ride, to say the least, right? Both you and I, just to give people a background, both you and I are originally from the East Coast. Marc's from Philadelphia. I'm from New Jersey because I'm an Army brat. And we met in college at the University of Pittsburgh. We're college sweethearts. Isn't that right? Did you ever think that our life would have turned out the way it is right now?
After the first trip to San Diego, I certainly had dreams that had some of these palm trees and adventures, but no idea that it would go to this level. So it's just been wonderful since we got married in October of 1990 and moved here in mid-November of 1990.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind too. I mean, only married a couple weeks, and then we moved out to San Diego right away, very wide-eyed, and really that's where, even though we didn't know we were going to have this tour and team building company, that's really where it started, right? Because your love for San Diego, you would go off and just kind of explore all these secret spots, and then I would come home from work, and then you would say, "Let me take you to this secret gem that I found," and so. People to this day always say, "Man, Marc really, he's like a kid in a candy store with these tours." So our two companies create unique team building programs and curated experiences. It's obviously a fun business, highly creative, very positive. But I want to ask you, do you have a favorite program?
It would be the scavenger hunt, La Jolla, Encinitas, Balboa Park are the three top ones. We do 21 all told, but especially in somewhere like La Jolla or Encinitas, where you're doing all the fun games, you're showing people the hidden gems, but you're also seeing, rocks by the ocean and waves crashing over those rocks, and just you feel like you're in a painting sometimes when you're in places like La Jolla and Encinitas. And then Team Olympics would be my second choice, especially if it's by the water. What is your favorite?
That's a tough one because there's so many different programs. I would say, I'm like you. I want to be outdoors, and we're so blessed that we live in San Diego, right? So I would say probably our wellness walks. It has become one of my favorites. I especially love La Jolla, especially when you take us and we're weaving in and out of the neighborhoods and these secret streets, and you're seeing all these beautiful homes and just the views. It's spectacular. So I love that. I also really love our new electric bike tours. That one, at first when you told me we were going to do that, I was a little bit like, I don't know, can I do that? But it's so easy to do, to operate, and it's beautiful. And, I'm going to come clean. I don't really love hills. But with the electric bike tours, you can go up those hills and it makes it super easy. What do you love most about our job?
I think just the idea, years ago, if I was told I can wear shorts and a short sleeve shirt and it's going to be 70 to 80 degrees most days, and I'm outside in, again, like an area that looks like a painting and having fun with people and just acting like a big kid, there's nothing quite like it. And I think just entertaining and delighting people and seeing them play the games that you created is just something that I continue to love. A lot of times businesses start a company like this and then they step away and they're not at the events, they're not doing the tours, they're not doing the adventures, but I think that's something that makes us unique, where we still, after all these years, still do love being on the scene.
And we all know that if you can truly enjoy what you love, your productivity is going to go up and the workplace is going to be a much happier place, and it's great, both physically and mentally, right? But I want to talk a little bit more about that. Why is having fun at work so important when it comes to cultivating a healthy work culture?
I think the team building that we do is more fun building, and I think fun building with people you are around, working with, playing with. If you're on a team, you have fun with them outside of what you do in some type of competition, so you're still focused on trying to win but also have a great time. The fun building is team building, and there's photographs that are taken, there's video that are taken, and all of those photos and video are memories, and you really connect with people a lot more than you would if you just went to a restaurant on Fifth Avenue or a place with a view of the water. And face it, what will happen is all the cliques will kind of sit together and kind of talk about the same old chit chat, which is fun, but it's not really a way that connects you with others.
Now, thank goodness, the world is reopening. California is back open, which is great. And where you and I, we're seeing an increase in calls. People wanting to get together and be with each other, which is wonderful. But why is that so important, especially right now as the world is reopening?
I think people are wired to connect with each other. So what we did is we started doing wellness walks. We started doing bike rides, just small adventures with 4, 6, 8 people. We were always distancing, and we did that right from the get-go. And it really was, I think, what saved us. Like the shack that's behind me in Windansea Beach, just seeing that with other people, or showing it to some people for the first time, or showing them the Hotel Del. Just being on an adventure, it doesn't cost a lot of money, and being able to be out on an adventure with people and just have a blast is so important.
One thing that you're good at is creating new experiences. And obviously, we're here in San Diego. We're by the water. I know you're a big water guy. What new water type experiences are you especially excited about?
I love bike riding, and the hydro bikes are something that we've had a lot of fun in. We do a boat scavenger hunt. We also have been toying around with the idea of doing part hydro bike. Say you're on the hydro bike for 90 minutes, and then you exit that hydro bike and you jump on an electric bike. And all in all, over a 3.5 to 4 hour time period, you are cruising along the bay on a hydro bike and then cruising up the coast from Mission Beach through Pacific Beach, through Bird Rock, through South La Jolla, all the way up to the Cove in La Jolla, and you're covering all this territory on either a hydro bike on the water or on an electric bike, where again, hills or headwind are not an issue. And of course, you've got to throw in something like fish tacos or a burrito while you're at it.
So what you're describing, actually, that's part of our curated experiences.
It is.
And we have found that, over the years, while some people are very competitive, right, and groups love that competition, there are others that want team building, but they don't want the competition. So for them, we always suggest our curated experiences. And that's what you're talking about, is designing an adventure that is very unique, very out of the box, really showcases secret San Diego spots.
Another program that I really love is the charity Bike Build, where you're giving bikes away to deserving kids. Just the thought of not having a bike as a kid and then being able to give a bike to a child is just a wonderful thing. And I think the way we do it is really clever. We do make it competitive. We do have a team getting Olympic-style medals at the end of a charity bike build, but we also have bikes that are given away to the charity. So I love that.
The Good Deeds Bus Experiment is probably my favorite give back, and it's because it's a combination of an experience, but there's also a team building competitive component to it. But it's basically people hop on a luxury bus. You and I are with them, and we're taking them to all these beautiful secret San Diego spots. And at each of the spots, something cool really happens. So maybe it could be an illusionist, or it could be a choir that's singing, or a Hawaiian dancer that performs. But it's all these different pop-up experiences. And then it typically will end with some sort of a give-back component. So one time we did it recently with SDG&E, and they built trikes, and then the trikes were donated to a charity of their choice. And it was just wonderful, because here we spent several hours with them. We got to show off secret San Diego spots, but then it had that nice give back component. And to me, that was a perfect program. We're getting a lot of calls from people wanting to visit San Diego, but there are still a number of people who are a little bit hesitant about traveling. What would you say to those people who want to travel? You know, they want to have their meeting in San Diego, but they're just not quite sure.
The three biggest words are take it outside. You know, if you can be outside, that's a great thing. You're going to have peace of mind. Your people are going to have peace of mind. And also, if you are flying, just trust the process. You know, get vaccinated. And, you know, I think that the airlines have been doing this for quite a while now. It's not like they just started last week in keeping people safe. And if you live here, your thought is that I've got to get out of Dodge. I've got to go to Vegas. I've got to go to Mexico. Really just take a look around and find a hike that you haven't done, or an adventure, even going somewhere like Cabrillo National Park. You know, the top area with the views of San Diego and the bottom area with the tide pools. There's so many adventures, so many different coastal adventures for us. You know, every beach town has a different personality, and when you are outside, I feel like you're safe, and you're gonna feel comfortable. And your people, if you're planning an event, your people are going to feel comfortable if they are outdoors.
Mark, thank you for making time for your wife.
You got it. No.
Oh, but I know you're itching to get outside, so I will let you go. Thank you for joining us. And we're putting up our website right now for those of you who want to get in touch with us. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining us for Live Your Dream.
All right. Thank you.